So guys, alright, this video is how to kill it, how to be a beast. You need one of these. You need a daily checklist. I'm gonna be doing some YouTube videos. This video is gonna be about how to be a beast. I'm gonna keep it quick. But here's my checklist. Okay, why? Because you need to know what the fuck you're doing every day, dude. One of the biggest, one of my journey, a part of my journey is, I've had 7 months, almost 8 months without a job. What I've learned was I need to always make sure that I'm doing something. And it's like, okay, so if I'm doing something, how do I know that I'm doing it consistently? Because consistency is the number one thing out of everything, right? So if you're going to be successful, you need to be consistent, whatever the fuck it is. So one of my biggest breakthroughs was the checklist, right? And it used to not be this big. I only had maybe 4 or 5 things. I used to do it 4 times a week, and then I would work my way up to 7 times. Here's how I create my checklist. All right. Okay, so the first circle is your daily plan. So here's your daily plan. Your next circle is going to be universal truths. It's right here. So what the fuck is what is true, and how can I use that to create my plan, right? Support system, right? You need a support system, as in friends. If it's your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever the fuck, you need to be a part of a group of people who are doing the same thing. And then your vision, right? So here's let me give you an example, right? Some universal truths right here. That's when you start out with consistency. Everything in the world is consistent, right? The sun comes up at the same time. It always ends off, I believe in the east, right? But basically everything in the fucking world does the same thing. It's consistent, right? This pen, it's plastic. It doesn't turn into water tomorrow or metal the next day after. So you have to be consistent. You have to be doing the things that are already working in this world, right? So what does that mean? There's universal truths. So you have to use the universal truths to create your daily plan and to help you become successful. This video is about creating a daily plan, a daily checklist to become successful. That's what this video is about, how to be a beast. It's my first video, so it's a shitty video, but don't worry, they'll get better. Another one is momentum. You need to have momentum. Consistency builds momentum. The more momentum you have, the faster your success will come, and the easier it is to stay on your path, right? So momentum is the most important thing that you need to build, and that comes with consistency. Momentum is the same thing as it's a laws of physics, right? Whatever stays in motion, whatever's in motion stays in motion, right? Cause and effect, karma, whatever you want to call it. But there's always a cause to an effect. If you get fat, like 4 or 5 months ago, I was out of shape. Why? Because I was eating like shit and didn't care, and I wasn't really working out. How did I get a little more leaner? What I do is just fucking started eating better a little bit, and I started going to the gym daily, only 20 minutes a day, that's it. So I use the power of consistency, and with enough momentum, now I'm hitting the gym consistently, eating a lot better, blah, blah, blah. So cause and effect, there's always, just so you guys know, there's always, if you have an effect that you don't like, if you have something that you don't like in your life, there's always a cause. You have to change that cause. The next universal truths, I went over 3 of them. The last one is this 4th one is things, momentum, and things grow little by little. So if you're going to anything that you're going to do, just you have to know that it's not going to come fast, and it's going to come through consistent action, but it's going to be little by little. So you have to understand that things are going to be quick. They're not. You have to be okay with starting a little bit and then working your way up. Okay, that's universal truths. Let's go to the next square, which would be support system, right? Universal truths, not support system. Support system, accountability. So it helps you with accountability, as in if you got other people around you that are doing the same thing, it's easier for you to stick to doing your thing because everybody's doing it. All your friends are doing it, right? So me, one of my biggest things, one of my biggest issues is partying. And the way I stopped with partying was having my other friends realize that it was bad, and then we all little by little stopped partying, and ultimately to now where we don't party at all. Learning, so like bouncing ideas off each other, off your support system, right? Your group of friends, the ones that are doing that want to go where you want to go. You can learn and bounce ideas off them. Extremely important because what happens if you're going through some issues and you can't tell people that don't relate with that. So you have to have a support system that is going through the same problems as you are, so that way you guys can talk about it and see how you can improve, solve them. And you can relate with them, and then you can actually feel like you're actually a part of something. Okay. Next thing is your vision. Vision. So your vision is just like your calling, your purpose, what you want out of life, what is important to you, and it has to be something that's deep. To me, my vision is to be a leader and to be able to create a force of men that can ultimately fight the bad, right? A group of solid men that are good, have good integrity, or sorry, that have integrity, good values, and if you can have enough men that way, if you can have enough men in a group in that way, you can have a big force that is good, right? There's one of the universal laws too is good and bad, right? Um, to me, I believe the force that creates, the force that is good, is a force that um, puts things in order, the good, and then there's things that takes things out of order, disorder. So you can choose to be a disorder, right? You can be one of those dumbasses that cause a lot of trouble and creates a lot of disorder, which hey, there has to be those in the universe. Or you can choose to be part of the good, people that create, help, um, stuff like that. So I choose to be a part of the good, and my vision is ultimately to create a massive, massive, massive force of men that are doing that to ultimately help evolution and help the world. That's my vision. There's a lot more to it, but that's basically it. That's what helps me wake up at night, wake up in the morning and work. That's what keeps me up at night. That's what allows me to have passion and energy to continue my work. Whenever I feel tired, well, hey, look, my vision allows me to be like, hey, S1, you gotta get back to work. You know, I know you're tired, but your vision is what allows you to pull. It pulls you to take action. Um, and and then you get all those, and you can create a daily plan. So um, now that once you get all those, let's see, you combine them together, and you can create your daily checklist, right? So if you are doing something consistently, right? Let's say here, calorie accountability, making sure that I'm eating a certain amount of calories. If if I make sure, the way that I started make to lose weight, the easiest way was just, all right, I'm gonna eat 2,200 calories a day or less. That was it. Super simple. It could it could be all pizza. It could be all fucking ice cream. It just had to be 2,200 calories, right? So if you do that every single day, little by little, I started with 4 times a week. Then I went to five. Then I went to six. No, actually, I went to 4 to 5 to 7. I used the laws of consistency. that created enough momentum. And with enough momentum, I was able to go to 7, right? I was able to go to 7 times. And then little by little, the other law of, growing little by little, that ultimately allowed me to get to where I'm at right now, where I'm decently lean. That's it, guys. So this is just to start me off. This is just a quick little video of how to be a beast. You have to have a checklist, a daily checklist. So that way it allows you to keep yourself on track and allows you to say, hey, man, what am I not doing? Because you can see some of these things I'm not doing. Right? Tools and strategies. I haven't done those for those 2 days. That's why I'm doing it right now. Because I saw this and I was like, you know what, Esteban, you need to get to work. Stop. You're messing up on this. So this allows you to look in the mirror, butt naked, and say, damn, I need to work on myself. Right? But how do you know that you actually are working on yourself? That was my biggest question. How the fuck do I know that I'm actually improving? Through the daily checklist. All right, guys, that's it. Hope you guys have an amazing night.